Yeah, what up, what up, what up? This is 10 Toes Down TV, and you rocking with Mikey T, the movie stars, number one in the land, in the country. Tune in, Mikey T. Not because I said it, because you have to. This is where all the information is at. This is where the best is popping at. This is where it's happening at. Mikey T, the best in the nation, bro. 10 Toes Down said it.
You had mentioned serving time, Could you tell me how much time you actually served in total?
I did 21 years. So I got sentenced to 15 years, and I ended up serving 21. I did the 15, and after 15 years, I had 15 to life. So after 15 years, I go to a parole board, and they decide whether or not to give me 2 more years, 18 months, or 1 year, or 6 months. They gave me 2 years. And then after 15, I wound up getting a pill within a year. I went back again. They gave me 2 years again. Then I went back in 17 years. And then they gave me 2 years. They kept giving me 2 years. And it was all because of the nature of the crime. And the wording, like I tell the kids, I tell them, listen, when you go to court or when you go to prison and parole board, or when it comes to the court system, it's a different language. You know what I'm saying? So it's not like the English language. And you're not going to fully understand it. So we dealing with so-called ebonics, the way that we speak. The language they're not going to be talking, you think, and what some people call it, you talking like you white. But when you get to the court system, they're going to be talking CPL. They're going to be talking case law. So now when I went to the parole board, they said, due to the serious nature of your crime, your release right now was incompatible with society, and it would deprecate the seriousness of the crime. And then all this other words, and then I was like, what the is all of these words? And then I started to say, you know what? Let me go back and see what happened. So I went back into my paperwork from when I got sentenced, and the judge said, do you have anything you want to say? And I started talking, but I couldn't understand what I was reading. After being locked up all these years, I'm like, that can't be me talking like this. That's not me. And it went like, well, Your Honor, I was, and then because because the gun. See, what happened was, I came and I got I went down the block. You see that I'm not even saying nothing, and that's how I was on the paper. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I couldn't sound like that. And then I went to my parole papers, and I was doing the same thing. And I was saying to myself, you's a dumbass nigga. You dumb as shit. Look at you. You in jail. You can't even talk. You all in the street, in the yard, talking all of this shit. But when you get in front of these people, you can't even talk. You twisting on your words. You don't even know how to talk. So I began to teach myself. It wasn't about school. I already had graduated school, got my GED, college and all that. That shit wasn't about none of that. This shit was about me. I sat in my cell. And every word that they used to say to me in that parole board, I studied that word. And then how I went back to grammar school. I went back to kindergarten, use it in the sentence. And I started using it in the sentence. And then why they would use that word. Are they able to use that word? Boom. And then I started taking different words and understanding. Then I started reading the psychology books. Then I started reading books on lying. Body language, deception, and different things like that, and how to read the people and engage with people. And then that's when I began to learn how to talk better and how to express myself. And then reading these psychology books and the criminal mind, that shit was talking about me. I was like, yo, I be doing that same shit. I be thinking like that. Boom. And when I said, oh shit, yeah, that's me. I'm dumb as shit. I used to myself with self-talk and self-hate. I can't stand you talking to me. So I had to better myself, man. And then when I finally went to that parole board, and every time they asked me the same question to see if I understood why I did what I did. And that's the same thing with these kids today. You ask them, they don't know why they even doing what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? Why you selling drugs? I'm trying to get money. Oh, so you think that's what it is. You just think it's about money. You know what I'm saying? It's deeper than that. And they asked me the question, why you shot him? But before I answered that, they said, why you had a gun for? And every time I went to parole, I said I had it for protection. They said, yeah. So you grew up in a household with your mother. Yeah. So your mother had a gun for protection too. No. So why you had one for protection? She ain't need one. And that's when I used to be like, what you mean? Why she ain't need one? Because I got it. No. When you leave the household, shouldn't your mother have a gun too? Because you need protection because your neighborhood was like this and all that. And it was fucking shooting going on. It's cowboys and Indians in the neighborhood, right? Nah, it wasn't like that. Okay, so why you had a gun?
Wow.
I had a gun because for protection, because now I'm stuck. But when I finally got it together and understood me, while I was doing the things I was doing, they asked me that question every time. Why you had the gun? I said I had a gun because I wanted to kill somebody. They was like, oh yeah? Yeah, I wanted to kill somebody. I had a gun because a gun gave me power. Without a gun, I was a coward. I didn't have no problem with fighting with these, but a gun made it easy. I could shoot you from across the street. And when I shot somebody, which this wasn't my first crime, somebody, it gave me pleasure. I felt good. It gave me power. People was fearing me. They was like, oh shit,
wow,
this motherfucker's ready.
You admitted
he understand
to it.
what the fuck he did. So
right.
Now I'm breaking down. I had poor impulse control. When people came to me and said, we got a problem, I'm ready to go get the gun. Let's get them. I didn't have impulse control. I was desensitized and I dehumanized people. I looked at people as ops. I looked at them as enemies and niggas. I didn't look at them as people because I was desensitized. And that pain came from deep within inside me from when I lost my father. And I didn't care about nobody. Me growing up, I hated my father because he wasn't never there. And I used to always say, this nigga. So I already planted in my mind, I can kill a nigga. Even my own father, because I hated that he wasn't there for me. You know what I'm saying? So that hatred ran deep and I never fully understood it. So me speaking to them, they talking boom. And then they start asking, they ask you, what have you done since you've been here? And I tell them, I could do college, I could do all kind of shit. What I want to talk about today is time. How much time is enough time for taking a person's life? No time is enough time. So whatever decision that you make today, we're giving me time, I will be satisfied with that because he's no longer here. His family's going to suffer for the rest of their life. I'm still here with my family. I have my kids and I still have breath to breathe. They let my ass go. I went back. I'm out of here. Dude was like, man, you can't, because in prison, you can't think positive. You got to think negative or they might. So they like, yo, you can't be thinking like, yo, they going to let you go. Then you get the paper. You be stressed. I was like, I'm out of here. I don't give a fuck what y'all telling me. You know what I'm saying? And I wound up coming out. You know what I'm saying? So me being locked up, it was a bad thing, but it was a great experience because it saved me. And I say it saved me because if I continue getting away with the things that I was doing, I eventually was going to get killed. And after that right there, that incident, that shit made me feel like extra like I'm about to go Machine Gun Kelly all of this shit because I don't care. And I didn't care, but I had problems with police. I done had situations where the police came on a scene with me and I'm arguing with my girl. Man, just arguing. And they come, yo, take it down. And they got the stick out. And I just smacked this, get the fucking stick out of here. One of your niggas pull a gun on, shoot me. They like, what the fuck is wrong with him? I was bugging like, yo.
That's crazy.
It wasn't drugs. It wasn't no medication. It was just, I hate it. I just hate. I had that hate in me.
Yeah, you were there at that point. Like I've actually spoke with Hot Boy Turk. You know what I mean? I've done interviews with guys like Hot Boy Turk who explained his situation like that to me as well. 10 toes. Like that was an amazing breakdown right there. And, because we hear it a lot that they don't let you out at these parole meetings until you fully understand what you've done wrong. You know what I mean? That's one of the last things, I guess, you gotta before they let you back out into the real world and shit.
Mm-hmm. So, like I had homeboys right after I made it. I told them, I said, yo, when you go in there, you can't be bullshitting. Because I know dudes that been in there longer than me, and they was going in there with the same thing about why they had weapons and all that. I said, no, you got to go in there and tell them the truth. They're like, but I am telling the truth. And I said, right. Yeah. I said, let me get the truth. Tell me this. Why did you have your gun? He said, no, I had it for protection because I had beef with these dudes. That's not why you had it. You had it because you was going to kill one of them dudes. That's why you had it. You had it because my whole thing was I said guns guns don't kill people. People kill people. In order for the gun to work, a person got to be behind it, pulling it. The gun ain't gonna get up and do it on his own. So people, and no matter how much you try to fight it, they never gonna let you go. And their whole thing was, I'm not going in there saying I had it because I was gonna kill somebody. I said, well, you ain't never get out there. And guarantee you, my mans that was locked up for year after years after years, and they called me, yo, they hit me again. I said, what you went there and said? Nah, I told him, I said, see, you ain't listening, motherfucker.
Right. 100%.
You want them to see the good person in you and the change that you made. You can tell them about that change, but first tell them the ugly side. They want to hear the ugliness in you.
Yeah.
And then they want to hear your transition, how you transition to become the good person you are today. You going in there telling them all is good. Yeah, I went to college, I did this, and I got a family, but they want to hear that shit. You somebody. They ain't got their family member. What you gonna say to the victim? What can you say to the person in the grave or to their mother right now? What you gonna say? Oh no, I had it for protection. Your son was coming at me. They don't want to hear that shit. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to prison, when it comes to parole, right? Also at the same time, parole is a tricky thing because they want to hear that side, but also it's a number game too when it comes to parole. Sometimes they want you to do a certain number. Sometimes they feel that the court system lets you go. You got over. You got some dudes that got 5 to 15 years for murder. And the court and the parole to hit him and make him do 10 years, make him do 12 years. You know what I'm saying? Make him do more time. With me, the judge was on me. The judge put in my papers, he's a manipulator and he shouldn't be released. That's what they put in my paperwork because I manipulated the system. And and then when they were saying that, I'm like, I know manipulator, y'all bugging out. That's not me because I'm only seeing the good in myself. But what it was is that after I committed my crime, I went to the precinct and I told the police I was there. I seen the dude that did it. And I was out looking for the guy with the police. And I'm the that did it. And then the next time they call me down there, so we want you to look through the books and boom. And I'm going through the books. Like, nah, I don't see him in here. I don't see the guy. And then they got caught on to it. They said, hold on. This fucker right here is something about him. You know what I'm saying? And then they wound up getting me and locking me up. But I was a manipulator. I was about what everything that the judge and everybody was saying, but I just didn't want to face the fact that that's what I was. You know what I'm saying?
That's some real shit right there, man. So what year did you eventually get out of jail, Toes?
2012.
2012, man. Beautiful, man. And I wanted to ask which New York correctional facilities were you housed at?
Oh, all of them shits. All the maxes from Sing Sing, to Auburn, to Elmira, to Wendy's, to Sullivan, to Otisville, to Woodburn. Shit. No, I ain't go to Mid-Orange. Coxsackie, Rikers Island, Brooklyn House, the Tombs. All of them shits. I just ain't never been to Attica. I was in Clinton. Yeah. I was in the worst of the worst.
We got 300 people in here. I want you guys to share this video. Also, subscribe to 10 Toes Down TV. He releases videos pretty much on a daily basis. Right now, we're actually getting in depth with 10 Toes Down right now. I wanted to ask, did you have any run-ins in jail with any of other rappers who were locked up? Did you, throughout the years, did you meet anybody? Like, I know China Mac was locked up for a stint. Shyne, Tragedy Gaddafi.
Yeah, nah, Shyne, my man. I don't know if I had pictures up before with me and Shyne. Shyne was my man. Shyne was cool. Yeah, me and Shyne was together. Shyne was crazy. Something wrong with Shyne. See, no bullshit. I'm not saying like something wrong. You're not saying, yo, something wrong with this dude. Ain't nothing wrong. Something wrong with him. Really crazy.
Well, Shyne he was with J-Lo and Diddy. You know what I mean? He was with J-Lo and Diddy at the prime of his career.
He had this shit, right? Shyne used to make a whole meal, a pasta, a pie, all kind of shit. He make a whole bunch of food.
Talk to me, man.
Back to me. I'm talking to you. Talk back to me. He make a whole meal, right? And then go in the bathroom and throw it up. He got shit on his shirt. I'm like, what the hell you doing? That will eat a whole meal and then go throw it up. They got a name for that shit.
Yeah, my grandfather would be doing that shit. They do that and it keeps their appetite up too, but it also keeps their weight down.
Yeah. And I'm like, yo, what the sick shit is this dude doing, man? And then we did a show. Me and him did a show in jail before. because I used to talk like Shyne and rhyme like he ain't like it, but I used to rhyme like him, right? So they put the beat, you know that David Levy, whoa, and yeah, that boy. So I come out, don't tell me who wanna fuck with us. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. Yo, I used to come through and I'd be talking to him. And when I used to sit with him, sometimes I'd be like, yo, what up, Shyne? What's up, King? You good, Shyne? Angel Kanana niggas. He'd be like, hey, yo, why you doing that, man? Stop doing that. He was cool though. Everybody loved Shyne. He was official. He was the Jew. He wasn't Shyne in jail though. He was Levi. His name was Moses Levi.
Right.
That was his name in the joint. Shyne was cool. Slick Rick was cool. Who else? Tupac ain't never. Tupac was in the medium. He was in Clinton, but he ain't come over to where I was at. Who else? That's it. Shyne.
Yeah. That was
Slick
crazy,
Rick.
man. You know, G Unit was courting Shyne when he was in jail. Shaw Money was calling him for the label deal. He eventually signed with Def Jam for $3.5 million. Did anything change for Shyne when he signed for $3.5 million?
Nah. He still was the same. Nobody never with Shyne. Nobody. He was good. He worked in the Jewish office. He the one that gave out. He sold the Jewish breads and shit. He stayed to himself a lot. He had a couple of dudes he would talk to. He would go to the yard. This was crazy shit. Because I'm in the yard, I'm hitting still. Everybody in the weight pit. Shyne coming in. Yo, get the 20s. He'd do 10 reps, put the shit down. That's it for the day and walk out. Yo, Shyne, stop coming in here, man, with that stupid shit. And he really thought he was doing something. But yeah, Shyne was a good dude. He was cool, man. I seen him on the. I seen a lot of people when they came to see him. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people came, those that showed him support.
Before we move on from that, I wanted to ask any Max B. I know at one point he was locked up before he came home.
Max B too. Max B, yeah. But he wasn't Max B. It was
Charlie Rambo.
Charlie Wingate. That's who he was. He wasn't no Max B. Yeah, Max. Yeah, Charlie was locked up too.
Any memorable experience with Charlie, aka Max B?
Nah, nothing. Because everybody looking at the rap and all that other stuff. But dudes, regular dudes, you know what I'm saying? Regular dudes. Word. I ain't never run up with Mano. His co-defendant is my man, but never with Mano though. Me and him never bump heads or nothing. Word. Maybe some other people. I just can't even remember.
Well, Hassan Campbell said that he had been housed in C-74 and C-76. Is that also known as the 4 upper, or am I mistaken?
No, you got different houses, right? I mean, you got different prisons on Rikers Island. You got C-74, C-95, HDM, all these different. Now, within them housing units, you can have a house that's called 4 upper. 4 upper can be a block or a dorm area. It could be 4 upper, 4 lower, 3 upper, 3 lower, 2 upper, 2 lower, and that's how the houses are named. You know what I'm saying, throughout the house. So on Rikers Island, you got 1 upper, 1 lower, 2 upper, 3 lower. You know what I'm saying, like that. That's how the houses go. So he said he was in C-74, 4 upper, or some shit. I don't know. When I was on Rikers Island, that wasn't the house that was like the most dangerous house to be in, the tough house. Now, when I was on Rikers Island, it was Mar 9. Mar 9 was one of the craziest houses. It's a mod. So when you say mod, it's a dorm. The uppers and all that, I think they cells. I can't remember. I think that's how it go. The mods is dorms, the uppers is cells, and lowers is cells, whatever. But Hassan said he was on Rikers Island at a time when you didn't have to hold your own. He was there at a time when it was gang banging and dudes jumping dudes, and it wasn't what you know, it was who you knew. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't about when I came in, the phones were straight out. You pick up the telephone, you could call your family straight out on the phone. When they came in, about that time, they switched the phone system. It was clicks. So now dudes is taking dudes' phone time on clicks. But when it was straight out, not everybody was able to get on that telephone. Because if you come in a house and the whole phone time slots is taken from the morning to the night, everybody got their certain time that they get on. You got over 60 people in the dorm. And everybody, when he finished, he passed him the phone. He passed him the phone. Everybody's passing the phone. You standing there, when's my turn? You're going to have to take your turn. So you go in the house. That's if you're about getting on the phone and talking to your family. So you would have to go in the house, see who's running the phone. Yo, let me holler at you. yo, you run these phones? Yeah, I run them. Who got 9 to 10? 9 to 10 o'clock. He do, or he say I do. Or what's up? What you asking about the phone? Because I want some time. All right, so what time you want? I want this time. All right, he got that. Just walk over there and do whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? You just walk over, yo, I want your time. Oh, yo, tell him come to the bathroom. I want to go gun to gun with him for his time. And then that's how it was. Or you could go in the house, go to the phone, somebody on it. Yo, excuse me real quick, bro. Let me just see the phone real quick. Take the phone, take it loose, and go in the back. I got the phone now. Come get it. What's up? Pull your knives out. Let's get it. You got dudes that did it like that. Or you had some dudes that had to take the phone. You could screw the mouthpiece off and take the phone piece out when you talk to. You take it out and put it in your pocket. All right, now what's up? What y'all gonna do about it? Either they're gonna finish you or you gonna, you know what I'm saying? They're going, yo, bro, let me talk to you for a minute, man. Yo, but listen, man, no cap and no bullshit. Hassan Campbell could not, he's not ready for war. He's not ready for that type of world. He went into a building with Wack 100 and didn't even know that Wack didn't like him. Wack already studied him. Wack seen his videos. Wack